No worries there. And let's, as we do, start lying down. So just get comfortable. We'll, I was going to say we'll get uncomfortable soon enough, but I don't want to put it like that. But we'll start moving around soon enough. Yeah, so if you want to have your knees bent, that's fine. You can have them up and your knees kind of knocked in towards each other, or you can have the soles of the feet together and your knees out wide. Arms can be wide on your belly, your chest. Friday in the park. All right, let's take a few deep breaths together. Inhaling through your nose. A nice big full breath. Hold it at the top. And release it with a big sigh. Exhale. And just let the breath pour out. Do that again. Take a breath through your nose. Inhale. Filling up, filling up, filling up. Holding the breath at the top. Soften your shoulders. And then a big sigh to exhale. Releasing all the breath. One more time like that. Big breath through the nose. Allowing the ribs to expand. Breathe the back ribs into the earth. Fill up right to the top. Hold the breath. Relaxing the shoulders. Can you inhale a little bit more? Try and fill up all the way as much as you can. Hold the breath. And then let it go. Exhale, sigh. All the breath out. And now we breathe our Ujjayi breath. Right, start to pull the breath in and out through your nose. Smooth and steady. Inhaling. Exhaling. Just letting the breath pour in and pour out. All right, so we just take these couple of minutes to let the mind kind of soften and rest on the breath. And so just notice if that's happening. Notice if your mind is kind of busy. Maybe you have a lot of stuff to do today, and that's totally fine. But just noticing that and trying not to get too caught up in all that stuff. Bringing your attention back into the body, back into the breath. All right, this is where the magic is. You know, it's all right here, right now. All right. So start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, maybe circle the wrists and the ankles a time or two. Yeah, take a stretch. Oh, reach the arms overhead, stretch the legs, maybe lean a little bit side to side. All right, awesome. And then circling the arms out wide, hug your knees into your chest, give them a squeeze. Maybe rock a little side to side. How's your back? How's your glutes? Take an easy twist. Take your legs over to the left and just however far they want to go, reach the right arm out to the right. And if you want, you can press down on your knees with your left hand to weigh them down and deepen the stretch, or you don't have to do that. You can just let your body be heavy in gravity. And then bringing the legs back to center, inhaling to the middle, exhaling over to the other side. And now we'll reach out through the left arm, turning the head, just allowing that stretch to happen. Right, and notice how you feel. Notice what you feel. Where do you feel this the most? Good. And bringing the knees back to center, hugging the knees in. Let's rock and roll forward and back a time or two. And we'll come up. Yeah, let's come up to seated. All right. So sit however you're comfortable. If you want to Sit cross-legged. You can even sit on your shins, your knees. All right, let's take an inhale. Reach the arms out and up. Exhale, pressing the palms, pulling the hands through the midline. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Just take a big stretch. Maybe lift the chin. Exhale, pulling the hands, Anjali Mudra, right down the center line. Inhale, reaching. On this last one, let's bring the hands to rest at the heart. Exhale, pulling the hands down, thumbs to the sternum. Dropping your gaze to your fingertips, maybe closing the eyes. Setting an intention for practice, right? As always, any intention that you like, right? But it's something to help us stay motivated, right? Maybe you start to kind of flag a little bit in the practice, you come back to your intention, remind yourself, maybe why you're doing your practice, or maybe doing the practice for someone or something or somewhere. Take a big full inhale. And sigh the breath out, exhale. Releasing the hands down. Let's roll over, come onto hands and knees. Do a couple rounds of cat-cow. Start to move around a little bit. So stacking the knees under your hips, your wrists, under your shoulders. Inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the sit bones. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, come forward, lift the heart. Yeah, exhale. 2 more like that. Inhaling heart through. Yeah, exhaling to round. 1 more, inhale. And rounding the spine, exhale. Okay, good. Coming to center. To a tabletop position, right? A little lift in the belly, so you feel the ribs kind of tuck in a little bit into the belly. Send your right leg back, but try and keep the lift in the low belly, right? Hug the ribs in, pull the hip bones up towards the ribs. All right, we're gonna stay on the left hand and open up sideways like Ardha Chandrasana on your shin. So peeling open, reach the right arm up. Right, yeah, and reach through the lifted heel. You'll feel a little squeeze in the glute. That's good. All right, how's your breath? Stay calm. Take 1 more here. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the hand down. Keep the leg lifted. Roll the outer right hip down towards the earth. Hug the belly in. Pick the left hand up. Reach it forward. Yeah. Draw the ribs in. Draw the belly in. Take an inhale. And curl in. Exhale, round. Pull the elbow past your knee. Inhale, reach and get nice and long. Do that again. Pull it in, round, squeeze. Inhale, reach and stretch. And 1 more like that. Exhale, pull it in, hollow out. Inhale, reach and get long. And then bring the hand down and the knee down and just take a moment. Maybe sit back if you want to just shake out your wrists or rest your shoulders for a second. I know we're just getting started, so pace yourselves. All right, let's come on back up. Tabletop, lift the belly. Just because gravity, right? Gravity is always pulling, and so it's really easy to kind of overarch the back, and right, so we'll stay lifted. Send the left leg back. Yeah. And a smooth, steady breath. Right, press the leg a little higher, and then let's open up. Reach the left arm up. Root into the right shin, the right foot, the right hand as you reach up. Maybe turn the gaze up. And then see if you could maybe pull the hip bones up towards the ribs and lengthen through the tailbone. Take 1 more breath. Lift up out of the bottom arm. And slowly bring the hand down, but keep the leg lifted. Drop the outer left hip down so you're square to the earth. Hug the ribs in. Reach the right hand forward. I almost said left hand. Inhale. Exhale, pull it in round. Squeeze into a little ball. Inhale, reach it out, get long. Exhale, curl it in round. Inhale, reach and stretch. And do that 1 more time. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach. And that's it. Come on down. Bring the hand down, bring the knee down. Maybe sit back, take a breath, relax your shoulders. Good. All right, come on back up. Just gonna add one thing onto that, sort of ish. All right, tabletop. Belly hugging in. We're gonna reach the right leg back. Outer right hip down, at least for now. Right, hug the belly in. All right, and then slowly peel open, root into the left foot. Open up just like we did last time. Right, reaching for the sky. And then even if you can, don't actually, but just pretend like you're gonna grab your right foot with your right hand. So bend your right knee and pull your heel in towards your butt. And just pretend like you're gonna grab it. Even if you can grab it, don't grab it. Right, pull the ribs in, re-engage your abs. Yes, and then see if your heel will come any closer, not by you pulling it with your hand, by you pulling it in with your hamstrings. Take one more breath. Whoa. Reach up, straighten the leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, hand comes down. Keep the leg lifted. You're not done. Keep the leg lifted, lift your belly. Whew. So just feel hopefully a little bit of heat in the glute. Reach the left arm forward. I knew I was gonna do that. All right, bend the lifted knee. And again, pretend you're gonna grab. Oh, so as you reach back, lift up out of the right shoulder. Yes, and then lift the belly again, hug the ribs in, and just pretend like you're gonna grab, lift that leg. Take one more breath. Oh my gosh, and then reach it out. Get nice and long, take an inhale. Oh, exhale, come on down. Whew, take a moment, sit back, and just feel the feels. Let your low back stretch and get long. Just appreciate your glutes. Biggest muscle in the body. Well, the maximus is. You also have medius, which you may be feeling, and minimus, which could potentially also be working right now. Okay, come on back up. All right. So same thing, other side, of course. So you got, hold on, I'm gonna back up a little bit. I'm gonna find a good spot for my knees in the grass. This is a good one though. All right, so then the right leg. Left leg goes back. Like, come on, Christine, we just started. All right, here we go. Slowly peel it open. Yeah, so the work, well, of many things, but one of the things is to try and stay lifted out of gravity. It's kind of pulling us down all the time, which is great, but also kind of compressing. So can we stay lifted, right? Keep the belly engaged, and then just pretend to grab, bend the left knee, reach your left hand back, right? And do kind of open the chest, right? Stretch, but then can we pull the rib tips in? Can I lift up through the hip bones so my abs are engaged even as I'm doing this sort of back bendy shape? Take one more breath as you balance, pull the heel in closer, try. Not with your hand, but just with your hamstring. And then reach up, straighten the leg, inhale. Exhale, hand comes down. Keep the leg lifted, try. Right, square the hips off, lift your belly, lengthen the lower back, and then reach the right hand forward. Good, keep lifting the lifted leg. Pull the hip bones up towards your ribs, engage your abs, and then reach back like you're gonna grab. And even if you can actually grab, don't grab, just pretend. Press the floor away. Lift up out of the left shoulder. Pull the ribs in. Take one more breath. Pull the heel in closer, try. And then straighten the leg, reach the arm forward, take an inhale. Whew, exhale, take it down. Sit back. Oh my goodness. Right, let all that stretch and lengthen. Breathe. Maybe sigh the breath out. Relax your jaw. All right, fantastic, everyone. Let's do down dog. Your glutes and your hamstrings will be so happy. Come on up. It'll be a really nice stretch. Tuck the toes, lift your hips. Oh my goodness. Right, and just let the hamstrings stretch, let your glutes stretch. Yeah. Nice, you guys. If you want to pedal the heels, yeah, do the wiggling around. Totally fine. And then see if you can settle in for a breath or two. Right, steadying the wiggle. Steady your gaze. All right, see if you can just pick a spot and just land your gaze. And just keep it there and kind of soft focus. Right, smoothing out the inhale, the exhale, in and out through the nose. All right. So let's just move with the breath a few times. Inhaling forward into your plank pose. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. And feel free to do knees plank. As you inhale and come forward, you can drop your knees onto the ground, no problem. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale forward, exhale back. Right, press the thighs back. Inhale forward, right, still pressing the thighs. Exhale back to down dog. Use your legs, press back. And then come back forward to your plank. And let's hold this here, just a few breaths. Right, try and press evenly through your hands, even here on the grass. Right, press through the index finger knuckle, press through the fingertips. Take 1 more breath, lean forward. And feel free to drop your knees to lower down, bend your elbows, come all the way down, flatten your feet, reach the hands back. Shavasana, let's do a few rounds. Press the pubic bone down, lift up. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the legs. Yeah, exhale, come on down. Do 1 more like that. Inhale, lift the legs, good. Exhale, lower. Interlace your fingers above your sacrum. Press the pubic bone down, reach the knuckles back, lift the chest. Try and lift the legs, see if they will. Oh, right, soften the base of the neck. And then come on down. Switch the interlace. Right, curl the tailbone under, back up, lift the chest, lift the legs. Right, if it feels like too much to lift your chin, don't. Right, lengthen through the back of your neck and keep the neck kind of neutral spine. 1 more breath. Oh, come on down. Whew. Release the hands, soft waggle the hips. All right, we're coming up off the ground, off the floor. Tuck your toes. Plant the palms by your ribs. You can press up onto knees, no problem. On your exhale, press the earth away. Plank or knees plank, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Maybe you take a round to sigh the breath out. Okay, but then we're trying to come back to in through the nose, out through the nose. Right, in through the nose, out through the nose. 1 more like that. Just a little smooth, steady breath in down dog. Use your next inhale to try and stretch back a little more, get a little longer. And exhale, shifting the gaze forward, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk forward, jump forward, feet to hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen, come halfway up, heart goes forward. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a breath here. Soften the shoulders. Good. Releasing the hands down. Feel free to keep your eyes closed. You can open them at any time. Turn the palms out. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, hinge at the hips and swan dive down. Empty all the breath. Inhale, firm the legs. Lift up halfway. Heart goes forward. Exhale, empty the breath and fold. Inhale, firm the glutes to rise. Lift the chest. Reach the arms. Come all the way up. Exhaling. Hands to the heart. Let's keep going. Hands down, palms out. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, up and over, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hands down. Step the right foot back. Right, bring the back knee down to the earth. Let's come up onto Nyasana, sweep it up. Lift up through the hip bones as you come up. Right, and then if you want more stretch at the front of the right leg, bend the front knee a little more. Yeah, inhale. Exhale, we'll bring the hands down. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee. We're gonna turn sideways. So turning sideways, bend into your right knee towards the back of your mat. Yeah, and then bend into the left knee at the top of your mat. Bend into your right knee. You're gonna turn around and face the other way. What? You can do it. Turn. And so you're facing that way. Yes. Just temporarily. Put your back knee down. Sweep the arms up. Yeah, that's it. Inhale, reach up. Nice. Exhale, release the hands down. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee, step back, downward facing dog. Yeah. And then shift forward into your plank pose. Inhale forward. Good. Shoulders over the wrists. Drop your knees to the earth. Bend your elbows. Come down, knees, chest, chin. Your butt's in the air. That's it. And then melt the hips down. Lift the chest up. Inhale, cobra pose. Yeah. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. All the way up and back. Take a breath. Hold on. For all you guys at home, I know you can hear me, but I'll turn it around so you can still see me. It's getting exciting out here. Okay. Right leg up into the air. Inhale it up. Good. Exhale. Squeeze your knee in towards your nose. Round the spine. Step your foot between your hands. Good. Andrasana. Back knee down. Inhale up. This time, let's interlace the fingers. Turn the palms inside out. Press up. Yes, lift the hip bones up. Send the tailbone long. Take a little, wait, squeeze your butt first. Squeeze your butt, then take a little lean over to the right. So you're heading towards the bent knee side. That's it. Yes, hug the rib tips in. Awesome. Come back up to center. Press up, inhale. Exhale, release the hands down. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee, turn sideways. Yeah, so now you're gonna bend into your left knee. Bend into the right knee, come towards me, yeah. And then bend into the left knee, so you're headed towards what was the top of your mat, and then turn that way. We're coming back. Drop the back knee down, turn you back around, lift up onto Nyasana. And then we're interlacing again. Opposite interlace, other thumb on top. Turn the palms inside out, press up. Yeah, melt the shoulder blades down. Keep the hip bones lifting. And then over to the left. Yeah, get the right side nice and long. Maybe even turning the gaze up to the sky. Hug the ribs in. Good. Back up to center, press up, inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Tuck the back toes, lift the knees, step forward. Step to the top of the mat. Right, kind of back where we started. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. We're gonna fold back down. Exhale, spread your wings and fold in half. Inhale, lift and lengthen, come up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, hands down. This time, left foot steps. Big step back, left foot. Back knee down. Flatten the foot, come up, Andrasana. Lift the hips. Release the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Reach the knuckles back and down as you lift your heart up. Lift the hip bones up to your ribs. Breathe. Maybe bend a little deeper into the front knee if you want more stretch. Release the bind. Arms go up and back. Yeah. And then hands all the way down. So tuck the back toes, lift the knee. Turn sideways, other way now. Right, and as you turn, you're gonna bend into your left knee back of the mat. Yeah, and then bend into your right knee at the top of the mat. And bend into your left knee. You know, turn to face the other way. Drop the back knee down. Inhale up, Andrasana. We're mixing it up today, guys. All right, good. Keep the hip bones lifting, right? Just lifting, bring the hands behind. And again, switch the interlace so you're putting the opposite thumb on top. Reach the knuckles back and down as you lift your heart up and lift your hips up, right? Melt your shoulder blades away from your neck. Scoop the heart. And then release the arms up and back. Inhale. Exhale, the hands come down. Tuck the back toes. Lift the knees. Step back, downward facing dog. Good. And then shift forward to plank. One more time, knees, chest, chin, knees down. Lean forward so your chest goes between your hands. Oh, yeah, flatten the feet, melt the hips down, lift the chest up. Cobra pose. Shoulders away from the ears. Yes, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Good. Nice, you guys. Okay. Send your left leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale, round the spine. Step it through. Foot between the hands. One more time, Andrasana. Come on up. Yeah. This time, we're going to try and catch the back foot. So bring the right hand to the earth. Bend the right knee. See if you can catch it with your left hand. And open the chest. Right? Pulling the heel in at first. Right? Yeah. And then, if you want more stretch in your chest, try kicking the heel away and letting the back foot open the chest and stretch your shoulder. Maybe look up, take one more breath. Gently release, foot to the floor. Pick the back knee up, straighten the leg, turn sideways. And then again, we're gonna bend into the right knee towards the top of your mat, or what was the top of your mat a second ago. Bend into your left knee, come back this way. Yeah, and then head towards the top of your mat, bending the right knee, pivot around, drop the knee down, inhale, reach up, coming back around, guys. That's it, beautiful. Andrasana, hip bones lifting, belly lifting. And then let's bring the left hand to the ground, bend the back knee, reach the right hand back and try and catch your foot back there. First, pull the heel in and deepen the stretch. Yeah, and then experiment with kicking the foot away to help you open the chest and the shoulder a little bit more. Lengthen the heart forward as you do that. Take one more breath. Like softly release. Soften the tension, then let it go. Spinning around, tuck the back toes, lift the knees, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Firm the glutes. Inhale, rise, coming all the way up. Exhaling, hands to your heart. Take a breath, inhale. And sigh it out, exhale. All right, let's keep this show on the road. Hands down, palms out, inhale, reach. Exhale, up and over, we fold in half. Inhale, firm the glutes, lift the chest, come halfway up. Exhale, bend the knees, hands down. You can step back, or maybe this time you jump back. All right, we're in plank. So maybe hovering in chaturanga, bending the elbows. If that's too much, go all the way down, right? And from there, you can do cobra pose, or you're lifted off the earth, upward facing dog, right? Shoulders back. Exhale. Downward facing dog. All right, take a few breaths here. Soften your face. Smooth out your breath. All right, strong legs, right? Press back with the thighs. Start to shift your gaze forward. Look where you want your feet to land. Lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float, feet to your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Firm the glutes, rise. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands through the midline. Let's do that one more time. Surya Namaskar. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, heart goes forward. Bend the knees, plant the hands. Try not to let your head travel back as you send your feet back, right? The head stays forward. Bend your elbows lower down, chaturanga or the earth, and then do your back bend, lift your chest, any amount. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Rolling over the toes. How's your breath? So in theory, that's like a 1 breath per movement kind of thing. You know, maybe that happens, maybe it doesn't, but you know, we're really looking to like refine the breath. All right, take 1 more inhale. Use your exhale. Lift the heels, bend the knees, walk forward, float forward, feet to hands, lift and lengthen, halfway up, zip the belly. Fold in, exhale. Inhale, we rise all the way up. Exhaling, hands come to the heart. All right, take a breath. Inhale. Release the hands down as you exhale. Start to bend your knees. Sit the hips back. See if you can skim the earth with your fingertips. And then inhale your chest up, your arms up, Utkatasana. Can you soften the shoulder blades away from your neck? Yeah. And then lengthen up through the pinky edges of the hands. Hug the rib tips in. And let the weight just shift back into the heels a little bit. Yeah, pick up your toes. Try and spread your toes out. Maybe your fingers spread more than your toes, but it's okay. Look up. Inhale. Fold. Exhale. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hands are down, stepping back, floating back, maybe taking a vinyasa of any kind, right? What works for you? Downward facing dog. All right, we've done a bit of stretching already, but let's do it anyway. Send the right leg up in the air and turn the toes out and lift the hip and bend the knee. Like, enjoy that stretch. As much of a stretch, as big of a stretch as you want. Yeah, press the left thigh back. Take 1 more breath here. Straightening out the legs, square your hips. Keep it lifted. Yeah, keep it lifted. Take an inhale. Exhale your knee to your nose. Round the spine. Good. Inhale, reach the leg up and back. Do that again, shifting forward. Pull the knee in. Good. Inhale, reach the leg. Okay, this time we're going to shift forward, 3-legged plank. So keep the leg back there for a second, right? Pull the ribs in. Pull the hip bones up towards the ribs. Lift the right leg a little higher. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull the knee in towards your nose. Round the spine. Shift forward, and then try and step your foot between your hands. Whew. All right, bend the back knee a little bit and come up, crescent pose. Yeah. All right, outer right hip firming in. And so here too, we're gonna lift through the hip bones. Yeah, and so we'll start to feel the stretch at the front of the back leg hip as you pull up. So if you want more, then you can start to press the back leg a little straighter. Use the inner thigh. Start to lift the heart up, right? Maybe the back body gets a little short. Could we lift the back ribs off the back waist? Send the heart up to the sky. Bring your hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers, just like we did in our Andrasana. Well, one of the variations anyway, but reach the knuckles back and down. Lift the heart up. Soften the shoulders down. Take 1 more breath. Beautiful. Gently release the bind. Reach the arms up and back. Inhale. Exhale. Take it down. all the way down, hands to the ground. Spin to the pinky edge of the back foot. We're just gonna turn the right toes out to the right, sweep the left arm up, right arm up and around, and reach it towards your left foot. Yeah. Now, into the pinky edge of that back foot, can you lift your calf? Yes, away from the ground. Take one more breath. Back to center, sweep the arm up and over, bring it around, step back, find your plank. Whew. Vinyasa, straight to down dog, rest in child's pose. How's your breath? Inhale, exhale. Smooth and steady. Lift the left leg. Turn the toes out, lift the hip and the knee. Enjoy the stretch, right? As much stretch as you want. Press the right thigh back. Sink the heel. Maybe lean your head back. See how that feels. Yeah, it's just more. Good. All right, slowly straightening the leg and squaring the hips. Good, lengthen the outer right hip back. Yes, take an inhale. Exhale, pull your knee towards your nose. Shift forward, really round. Inhale, lift the leg up and back. Do that again. Come forward, round the spine, knee to your nose. Inhale, lift the leg. This time, keep the leg reaching. Shift forward, three-legged plank. Right, pull the the hips towards your ribs. Keep the lifted leg lifted. Take one more inhale. Exhale, pull the knee and round. Round the spine, squeeze. Look forward, shift forward. Try and lightly step. Whew, your foot between your hands. That's not easy. Bend the back knee a little bit anyway. Come on up, crescent pose. Got to get my foot in a good spot back there. Okay. Hip bones up, right? Hip bones up, tailbone long, right? Imagine there's a little weight, like a fishing line hanging from your tailbone, and there's a little, just not a heavy, just a little bit, pulling down, just gently lengthening, right? Then as we lift the heart up, start to tune into the stretch here. And if you want a little more, reach with the inner thigh on the right leg. Reach it back. Press the arms back. Yeah. All that will just add to the extension in the front of the body. Squeeze your butt. All right, slowly. Keep balancing. Hands behind. Other finger, other thumb on top. Reach the knuckles. Lift the chest, right? Lift the belly. Oh, melt the shoulder blades down. Yes, as you lift your heart up. Oh, it's nice. Look at the trees. Take one more breath. Gently release the bind. Arms out and up. I know. Use that fire in your legs. What can you burn in that fire? One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Take it down. Oh, okay, pause. Spin to the pinky edge, turn the left toes out. You can even let the foot kind of peel up off the floor a little bit. Sweep the left arm up and around. Right, so even though we are letting the hips kind of come down towards the earth, press up through the outer right shin. And then come back up and around. Right, and then step back. Okay. Through the vinyasa you go, or not. Rest, go straight to down dog. Totally up to you. How's your breath? Awesome. Feel free to sigh it out. Your breath, that is. Inhale, press back. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk. Float, feet to hands. Lift and lengthen, come halfway up, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair pose. Bend the knees. Sit back. Reach. Interlace. Palms inside out. Yeah. So, try and soften. If you need to, bend your elbows. If you can, straighten your arms. But shoulders off the neck. Hug the ribs in. Pull the belly back and then just see if it's possible to start to press up a little bit more. Squeeze your butt. Yes. One more breath. Press and rise. Inhale. Exhale. Release the arms. Give them a little shake. Coming back. Going back into the chair pose. I just thought I'd give you a moment. All right. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Squeeze your glutes. Reach the arms. All right. We're hunter-gatherers. Well, historically. Hands come behind. So our legs are strong. Like they're meant to do, they're built, they're designed to just like steady work, steady work. Lift the chest, soften the shoulders, right? Can you hug the ribs in even here? And I know that's not easy. Take one more inhale. Keep the arms, this time forward fold. Up and over. Arms come overhead. Right head is heavy. Maybe your legs are straight, maybe your knees are still a little bent, whatever's better for your body. Keep the fold, release the hands to the ground or wherever, just let them go. Relax your shoulders. All right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, stepping back, floating back, right through the vinyasa, or not, right? It's up to you. Downward facing dog. All right. Send your right leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale, round the spine, pull the knee forward, step your foot between your hands. Yeah, let's come straight up into Triconasana. Well, we'll start from standing. Put the back heel to the floor, to the earth. Line your heels up, windmill up. So we'll start from up top. Squeeze your glutes, right? And try and be kind of flat, right? You're lined up with your front leg, and the left ribs kind of move back a bit. Squeeze your glutes. Reach forward, out over the right leg. Reach, reach. Keep the glutes engaged. Reach a little bit more, and then let the hand come down. It'll land wherever it lands. Reach the top arm up. Slowly, gently, shifting your gaze up to see the top thumb up there. Good, breathe. Lean the left side of your ribs back. Back to, yes, to the right side of your mat. Keep doing that. Keep doing that, but look down. But stay open, right? Keep trying to send the left side of the ribs towards the right side of your mat. Bend your right knee. Maybe at this point you bring your top hand to your hip. You can do that or keep it reaching. Reach the right hand forward. We're coming into Andrasana. Back foot steps in once maybe, and then just come on in. Hug the ribs in and lengthen through the tailbone, right? So you feel that movement towards the middle in the torso, in your glutes, right? Maybe the gaze can slowly shift up to see your top thumb up there. Okay, so for this next part, you may want to look down, right? Bend the lifted knee. See if you can, for real this time, grab onto your left foot or ankle, right? And open the chest, right? Peel the heart open, lengthen through the tailbone, and breathe. Shavasana. It was a full moon, right? So this is the full moon and your half moon. Nice, you guys. Release the bind back to Andrasana. So you're still there. I know. Okay. Back to triangle pose. Bend the right knee a little bit. Reach the left foot way back. So now stay low. Right, straighten the front leg. Open up. That's a challenging transition. Squeeze your glutes. All right, look down. Press into the back foot. Stand yourself up. Take the reverse. Your back hand can just slide down your leg. It can wrap around and hook your hip, whichever you like. Bend your front knee, reverse warrior. Yeah, come up on the inhale. Releasing on the exhale. Hands come down, spin to the ball, step it back, take a vinyasa or not. You can rest, you can go straight to down dog. Modify the vinyasa in any way. Got hair in my mouth. Okay. Good. Inhale. And maybe sigh it out, shake your head out. Okay. Let's do the other side. Send your left leg up into the air. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Round the spine. Still using your abs. Still trying to land lightly. Foot between the hands. Dropping the back heel. Windmill up as you straighten your front leg. Okay. Yeah. So as we come into Triconasana, think about your pelvis really trying to tip, right? Like your Saturday Night Fever. Is that too long ago of a reference? I'm old. Okay. Yeah, I guess. But right, we want to get that tip, and that'll give us a really nice stretch. So think about the left hip going back, the right hip coming up and over, right, as you lean out, right, out over the front leg, squeeze your butt, keep the glutes engaged, right, reach, and then just see, like, maybe I can reach a little bit more, and then the hand will come down. We tend to lean forward. So try to pull back, right, in the right side of the ribs, opening up so that, yeah, I'm really stacking the right side on top of the left side. And I lean back just a bit, squeezing the glutes, engaging the abs. Yeah, nice, everyone. Breathe. Hug the rib tips in. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Ah, okay. Let's look down to come into Ardha Chandrasana. Bend the front knee. Feel free to bring the top hand to the hip or keep it reaching. Reach the left hand forward. Maybe you step the back foot in a time or two, right? But the minimum amount. Challenge yourself a little bit. Come forward into Ardha Chandrasana. So the challenge here is that we're trying to do the same thing like Triconasana. Staying flat. Tuck the outer left hip back and in. And open up. Aha, maybe look up. Take a breath and see if you can look towards the sky, or at least straight out, right? See your thumb up there. All right. Feel free to keep looking up, although it's definitely easier to do this when you look down. Bend the lifted knee. And even if you can't catch it, do like we did earlier and just pretend to grab. If you can actually grab, grab. Open up, right? Using the leg, kind of like we did earlier, to help open the chest. So you can kick the foot away a little bit. Hug the rib tips in, right? Keep that engagement in the abs. Beautiful. Chapasana in Ardha Chandrasana. All right. Try and stay balancing. Release the bind, right? Let go of the foot, Ardha Chandrasana. Lengthen through the tailbone, right? Re-engage the glutes. Bend the left knee a little bit and come back to your Triconasana. Trying to move my foot forward. Okay, stay low. Peel open. Whew. Back to your triangle pose, which maybe feels harder now. Press into your back foot. Lift yourself all the way up. Yes. And into the reverse. Up and back. Heart lifting to the sky. Back hand can hook the front hip or just slide down the back leg. Keep the reverse, bend your front knee. Press the knee towards the left side of your mat. Come up on the inhale and release it on the exhale. Hands come down. Whew, front foot goes back. Taking the vinyasa, going straight to down dog. I kind of just want the back bend part. Oh, right. Okay. Downward facing dog. All right, fantastic, everyone. Breathing, hopefully still. Press back, take a big stretch, inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk forward, float forward, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more time, chair pose, just for good measure. Sit through the hips, sit them back, squeeze the glutes. Oh, press and rise, inhale, exhale, release the arms. Okay, shake out the legs, take a breath. All right, so we're gonna play with a variation of Andrasana, King Dancer. So it's a standing, balancing back bend, which you'll just take however far it goes today. We've done a little bit of stretching out our glutes and our hip flexors, so hopefully that helps. So we'll stand on the right foot. I'll turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. We'll stand on the right foot and we'll start like trying to keep the hips lifted, bending the back knee and just catching your foot, or try to catch your foot and just pull the heel in. Yeah, see if your knee will let you do that. Good. Keep the ribs in, keep the hips lifting. Then slowly, right, we're gonna keep the hips orienting straight ahead. You can have your right hand on your hip. Just see if your leg will press back a little bit. Right, see if it'll press back a little bit. Keep lifting the hips up. Yeah. Hug the ribs in. Right, at any point, feel free to reach with the right arm overhead. Right, and slowly lifting the back leg. Try not to turn sideways, which is kind of what we want to do, but yeah, nice. Breathe. Whoa, take one more breath here. Lift the chest, lift the leg, kick the foot back a little bit, stretch your chest and your shoulder. Good. And then slowly bring it back, 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 and release it, and release, and shake it out. Okay. In theory, you're reaching over your head and catching your foot back there, but we'll do that next Friday. It'll be fine. Okay, so whichever one you didn't already do, I realized my standing sideways was kind of messed with you. So whichever side you didn't already do, so, hold on, there we go, that's better. Like I need a better spot on the ground. Okay, so we're just gonna stand upright, pull the heel in, lengthen the tailbone down, and maybe get a little push of the thigh back as we do that, right? Maybe a soft stretch here. And then slowly, you can have your hand on your hip to start. See if the lifted leg, if the thigh will start to press back a little bit, right? And you'll start to get some stretch in your chest and your shoulder, right? Lifting the thigh up. At any point, feel free to reach the left arm up and then just see what happens, right? Try and tuck the tailbone under. Breathe. It helps if you can find a steady gazing point, right? Pressing the thigh back, tailbone down. Take one more breath and slowly, gently bring it back, back, back. Okay, so one more time on each side. And even though it's not technically the pose, on this next one, we're just gonna add a little lean forward and stand back up. In theory, the pose is very upright, but I feel like you can get a little, and it's good for your glutes. to lean forward a little bit and come back up. So back to the first side, whichever one you did first. Doesn't matter if we're doing the same side or not. If you can, grab your ankle. All right. Reach the arm anytime, maybe just start that way. Start upright. So the thigh goes back, right? Kicking the foot back to open the chest, right? Hug the belly in. Now, let's see. Let's lean forward a little bit. Right, kind of like warrior 3, but we're holding on to the back foot. So once you're leaned forward, maybe you can get a little more stretch in that lifted leg. Can you lift it a little bit higher? Take one more breath. Keep all the stretch. Lift your chest back up. So keep that leg as back as you can get it. Lift your chest back up. Breathe. Oh, awesome, you guys. Gently, slowly release as I fall down. Like with control, okay. Do as I say, not as I do, all right. Oh, feel your glutes. Appreciate all your parts. And then we'll do the other side and then we'll cool it down. Okay, ish. Okay, ready? Bend. Grab your ankle if you can. Squaring the hips. Yeah. All right, so first find your upright back bend. Kick the leg back, right? Hug the ribs in. Yeah, find that stretch. And then slowly come forward, a la warrior 3. So we're trying to keep the right hip rolling down, towards the ground. Yes, nice everyone, breathe. Maybe the lifted leg can lift a little higher, right? Press it up. Oh, nice stretch. Now, can we keep that stretch and bring it back up? Woo! The balancing is so exciting. Lift up, take one more breath. And then we slowly, with control, better on this side for me anyway, release it. Oh, shake it out. Okay, squat. I need to separate my feet quite a bit to keep my heels on the ground. But however, you need to have your feet to get your hips down and come into a squat. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, right. I try to do it with my feet together, which is like a thing in yoga, but my hips are just like, nah. Yeah, yours will do it, right? And your toes too, maybe? In theory. Yeah. My hips are just like, suck it. We're not doing that. And my Achilles, I don't know what it is. Yes, exactly, you guys. Some people have it and some people don't. It's a lot of it is just your genetics and your bone structure, and it is what it is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if you're up for it, let's lean forward, reach, let your hips lift a little and reach forward. Yeah, you want to lift up out of the maximum squat, just enough so that you can lean forward. We're still in the squat, you know. All right. Consider bringing the hands around. Wrap them around the fronts of your shins, hook your heels, lean in. So you get a little push of your arms into your shins, and then your chest goes forward. Try and bring your arms inside. Is your knee okay? Yeah. And then, but around the front of your shins, but inside your knee. Yes, exactly. And then just hook it around. Yeah. All right, your hips may be getting tired of being in a squat. So if you want, you can try a Bakasana since we're so conveniently located. Lift your hips, bring your feet together if they're not already. And just for fun, just because we're here, right, consider coming up into the arm balance. Squeeze and lift. Yeah. If you want, Chaturanga. So from here, right, kick it back and take the Vinyasa. Oh, stretch your belly. Okay. Oh, good job, you guys. All right. So you guys know me. Most of you do. We're starting to wind down, but we have a couple of minutes to do something upside down, maybe. You know how I love my upside down time. Now, that said, I'm not particular, so there's that. You can lie down. And I feel like I have the tiniest little bit of slope. So I would say maybe put your head on the lower end if you feel like you're in a spot that has that. It's pretty subtle, but I feel like I do have that. But you can just have your legs up. All right, this is totally cool. All right, if you want, you can play with some kicking on your mat. Right, switch your legs. Switch. Right, switch. Or kick up and tap your knee. Right, this is a little more, I feel like it's a little scarier. And then you'll switch sides, right, and do the other way too. Or, yes, Terry, go to the tree. Huh? A little. You're fine. Yeah. Yeah, you'll still lean back a bit. Yes, Terry. Nice. Yes, Rachel, exactly. Yes, you guys. Any kind of upside downiness, right? It can be super low key. It can be doing a handstand. Yes. Awesome, you guys. All right, I'm going to do some too. I feel left out right now. Oh, come on. Oh, so close. I know. The thing is like I used to be able to do all this. I saw a video of myself and I was like, damn it. Look at that. All right. Let's see if I can do it again. Honestly, it's hard. But yeah, I could do it. And then I don't know what happened. So don't say anything. I know what happened, honestly. Just but it doesn't mean I don't still want to do it, you know? So yeah, I've been practicing. It's like, come on, you know how. Just do it. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Okay. I feel better. Phase 1. Okay. Nice, Sari. Good, you guys. Okay. I think I'll quit while I'm ahead. Oh, really? Nice. Well, that was very good. It is scary, but I feel like outside it's better because the ground has a little bit of forgiveness. Um, but I agree. It's scary. Right? And especially when it's a whole new context altogether, like we're not even in the studio now, we're like at the park. So, all right, yay. Okay, good. All right, let's cool it down. We still have a few minutes. Check my giant clock. But my purse is on top of it. Okay. I still don't know what time it is. All right, legs out front. Oh, this will be nice. Reach up. Yeah, we did a little bit of hamstring squeezing today. Oh, lengthen forward. Inhale. Halfway lift. And exhale. Lengthen back out. Stretch the back body. So let's start with the legs a little active. Right, the toes reaching up, the thighs pressing down. And then as you're here, start to relax your arms. Start to relax your shoulders and just let this be more of like an easy, relaxed, more of a yin fold, right, where you're not really trying. Release the effort and just let yourself be soft. Yeah. And slowly take your time. Come on up. All right. Yeah, we're upright. Fantastic. Let's take a twist. Let's do the Marichyasana twist today. Bring the left knee in. Right, yeah. Scoop the right arm around the front, left hand behind. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, rotate. If you want to get into this a little bit more deeply, reach your right arm up into the air as you inhale. And exhale, lean back a little bit and get your elbow outside your knee. If that feels like too much, it probably is, and you don't have to do that. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, turn. Oh, and just stretch it out, right? Wring it out. Rotating the ribs, rotating your shoulders, your head. Use your right shoulder blade on the upper back. Press it on and try and rotate a little more. Take one more breath. Lengthen as you inhale. Twist as you exhale. And looking forward, inhale, exhale. Oh, unravel. That's good. Let's switch sides. Extend. Bring the right knee in. Okay. And then same idea. We'll start here. Right hand behind. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, start your twist. And then if you did it on the first side especially, let's try it on this side. Inhale, reach the left arm up. And exhale, tuck the elbow outside the knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, wrapping the ribs around the shoulders. Right, use your breath. Good, engage the left shoulder blade on the back ribs. Right, take one more breath here. Grow a little taller, inhale. Twist a little deeper, exhale. Turning the gaze forward, inhale. Release and unravel, exhale. Extend the leg, a little shake. Okay. Couple more things, and then it's Shavasana time. So first, Bakasana. So we'll start pulling the heels in. We're gonna do a slightly low key, a lower key version in a second, but first round, heels in, right? Get as close as you can. Pressing the soles of the feet. If possible, press the big toe mounds. If they won't, it's fine. Just, work in that direction. Hold your feet, hold your ankles, whatever feels more comfortable. Lift up and drop the shoulders down. Right, we'll start sitting tall. The shoulders over the hips. Yeah, the knees out wide, lengthen up. Inhale. And then slowly start to lean forward. Right, leaning, stretching, breathe. Right, if it makes sense for you to push down on your legs and just get a little more stretch to the inner thighs, feel free to do that. Lean as far forward as you want. We got 3 more breaths. Slowly coming up. So we're not quite done. We're going to do a little easier version of this, softer version of this. Move your feet away. So you have some space, right? It just feels more, hopefully a little softer, a little easier already. And then we're just going to easy round the spine, just like gravity. Just like gravity. And you can just hang here and let your head hang. If your head will land on your feet or maybe on your hands, or if you happen to have a prop with you, or if you have one at home, you can prop your head. Right into the stretch. Just let your hips soften, let your knees drop down. Yeah, relax your shoulders, your back. Let's take 3 more breaths here and see if with each exhale, you can just make the breath be a little longer. Exhale a little longer. Longest exhale. And slowly, slowly come on up. Just take your time. There's no rush. All right, use your hands. Bring the knees together. Just give them a gentle squeeze. And then let's lie down. It's Shavasana time. You did it. So as you come onto your back, do a happy baby, hug your knees in, like whatever feels good. Yeah, that said, you don't really have to do any of that, but if you want to, I'll take this comb out of my hair. Right, happy baby's nice. You can kick out through the heels. Give the inner thighs a quick stretch. Right. And then when you're ready, Shavasana. So just lying down, letting the body soften. Right, and whatever sounds or sensations or smells or whatever's going on, just let all that stuff just wash over you. Right, just let it be a part of the Shavasana. Try not to let the mind take over and pull you down some storyline. Try and stay present with your body, with your breath. These last few minutes. Releasing any excess tension. Allowing the body to really soften. The whole body resting. The whole body relaxed. Shavasana. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Start to wake yourself up. And if you want, you can take a stretch. Reach the arms overhead. Stretch the legs out nice and long. Yeah. And one last hugging of the knees in towards your chest. Just give them a little squeeze, rounding the spine. And rolling softly onto your right side. Take a breath or two, just allowing the body to be soft, for you to kind of linger in this nice, easy feeling of Shavasana. Now take your time coming back up to sit. Press the floor away, come to seated. Sit comfortably. You can be cross-legged or on your shins or your knees. Maybe close the eyes. And just keeping the attention in, just notice how you feel. Notice what's different, and not just physically, but certainly physically, but maybe also mentally, emotionally, right? All of these different layers of ourselves are all connected. So just notice how you feel, notice what's different. And bringing the hands together at the heart, thumbs to the sternum. Inhale, lift the heart to the hands. Exhale, gently bowing. Bowing in gratitude for this beautiful practice. Grateful for all the goodness, all the benefits that it brings. And grateful for anything else. It just takes one thing. Let the heart feel that gratitude and bring some joy to your day. Thank you for practice, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, a great weekend. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. You're welcome. We will have class on Monday. We just have kind of a short schedule, but we will have a few things on the Labor Day holiday. Yes, including out here in the park. So yeah, thanks everybody. Good to see you. Hi,
Good to see you. Thank you.
Hey, hi everyone. Hi, Sid. Yeah, you're welcome. Nice to see everyone.
Bye-bye.
Have a fantastic day. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. All right.